So now that we've dragged 4 different events into the coding area, we are going to start coding. All right, so we're going to go ahead. So when the up arrow is pressed, we want Scratch to move up. So I'm going to go to the Motion tab over here. And the way you would do that is you would change this Y by a certain number. So change Y by, I'm just going to change it by 2, right? So if I click up, it starts to move up, but you still walk through walls. We'll talk about that later. All right, so if when I click the up arrow, it changes Y by 2, right? If I click the down arrow, I want to change Y by -2. That's about. See, if I click the down arrow, he goes down, still walking through the walls, but that's okay. And up, he goes up, right? And let's move on to the next one. When right arrow is pressed, we're going to change X by 2. And remember, Y is just along the Y coordinate, the Y axis, along the Y axis up and down, and X is horizontal, left and right. Okay, so a +2 would move them to the right here. Let's test it out, right? You can move down and you can move up, still walking through walls, but the left arrow doesn't work. So let's go ahead and let's say we're going to change X by -2. Okay, and that's how he's going to walk left. So -2 makes him walk left, down, right, and it doesn't have to be -2. It just makes them walk a little bit slower. If I wanted like 10 or something like that, I could do that, or 5. Entirely up to you, right? So I can make them move through the walls or make them walk through the maze, but like as you see, we're walking through walls. That's not good. So let's go ahead and restrict him from walking into walls. So let's go ahead and let's enter a control, and let's say if, and I'll go ahead and drag this to the top one, just so we're nice and organized. If, and I'm going to click on sensing, if touching color, and I'm going to click on this actual color right here, and I click on the eyedropper, and it allows me to pick what color. So I'm going to click right in the middle in black, right, which is 0, 0, 0. Okay, if touching color black, then I'm going to change Y by, whoops, delete this, change Y by -2, which basically shows that like if I were to actually go up and touch this wall right here, it's quickly going up to down to because I'm touching the black color. So -2 is the opposite of 2 here, right? So if I move 2 steps up, he's then moving 2 steps down. So now if you look, I'm tapping up and he's not going through the wall. Now down, let's go ahead and change that, right? So I'm just going to copy this code right here and say duplicate. I'm going to drag it. I'm going to drop it right here. And the opposite of -2 is going to be a +2. Make sure to have the Y's and the Y's. Now this part right here, some of you guys might end up going a little bit too fast and it might not work. Make sure this doesn't say change Y. Let's drag that out and let's say change X. Change X by, instead of 2, this is going to be -2. And the last one is, let's go ahead and copy this. And once again, make sure this says, if this says change X here, let's change X here. -2, let's make this a +2. All right. So if I try to move throughout the maze here, I'm going down, 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 and he stops. I go right, 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 right. He doesn't go through the wall. Up, up. So now I've kept him inside this maze. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's program the rest of it in the next tutorial.